In this episode, we're going to take a look at some of the most expensive G.I. Joe items on eBay. So, stick around. Hello, fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to Internauts Go! My name is Rob, and in this episode, we are going to jump on eBay and look at some more expensive G.I. Joe items that are up for grabs. Yeah, I wish I had the camera rolling a couple months ago when I stumbled upon a classified Baroness, you know, the one with the motorcycle, the Target exclusive, that was selling for $2,000. That's the kind of crazy stuff that I'm hoping we stumble upon because, yeah, I just feel like, I know I'm a nobody, but I just feel like helping people out and just telling them this stuff is not worth that much. It's worth a lot to your soul with your nostalgia, but you should not have to spend $2,000 for a toy that you were just unlucky enough to not find on the shelf not that long ago. But anyway, these expensive G.I. Joe videos, I think the last one we did was about 6 months ago, and I would like to continue doing them every 6 months just to take a look at how the market is going. And hopefully one day we'll get to a place where it'll just plateau and be built on honesty. I know, I'm talking crazy, but a guy can dream, can't he? Anyway, enough of that. Let's jump on to the interwebs and see what we can find on eBay. Okay, usually when I do these, I just go for, you know, the basic search. You know, what's the most relevant search at the time. But since this is G.I. Joe July, I wanted to make this a little bit more special. So we're going to look for the actual highest priced items. And let's see what we get, shall we? So here we go. Oh, look, Garbage Pail Kids. Awesome. Oh, look, they're like foil. Shiny. Anyway, we're not here for Garbage Pail Kids, but I'll be coming back to look. Let's put in G.I. Joe. Usually I put in G.I. Joe 80s, but we want to get a full view with classified and everything included. So, G.I. Joe. Oh, we see here some retro. Looks like some of the building block ones, but we're not here for that. Those are the best matches. What we're looking for is highest first. And the highest first is $1 million. Whew. I feel like we've seen this before 6 months ago. Free local pickup. Hey, awesome. Very rare. AFA, Mexico. G.I. Joe, Storm Shadow, and Snake Eyes. Commandos. Hirokos movie. Oh yes, let's cash in on the movie coming out, shall we? So let's get a closer look at these. They are graded. Neat boxes. I will say the Mexican versions had some really neat box artwork and layouts. Okay, let's hover here. Hover, hover. Anyway, we know what we're looking at here. There we go. Now, it looks like they used the artwork for Snake Eyes version 2, but it looks like the Commando version, because it doesn't come with timber, maybe? Some really neat stuff here, and they're graded, but $1 million? I mean, come on. If you had $1 million laying around, would you really buy 2 action figures for that? I mean, it's an 85 and an 80. I mean, you would think $1 million, they'd be at least hundreds. But anyway, let's keep looking, shall we? The next thing is for $500,000. Whew. G.I. Joe Special #1 Inflation Edition. CGC 9.8 SS. Signed by Toph McHarden. So let's take a look at this. What? Am I missing something here? Why does it have Michael Jordan's face on it? That seems very odd. I don't know what to say about this. I'm missing something here. Is that what the inflation means? What's it say here? You get the exact book pictured. It is signed by famous restaurateur Toff McHarden and Pangolin breeder Stan Blee. This is the Ultra Inflation Edition. It has 80% more price at half the value. This cover is actually an homage to the amazing Hog 181, first appearance of Jason Rock. Okay, I'm not reading any more of this because it feels like I'm having a stroke. Anyway, next. $30,000 for vintage G.I. Joe collection lot. Russian Marine atomic parts boots. Wow! Now these are some 60s Joes, it looks like. Are they worth 30 grand? I would venture to say no, but that's still pretty cool. 15. Look at all them naked dudes. Whoa, this is family friendly. Looks like you get a lot of stuff. Look at all the body parts and bags. That's just creepy. Whoa. As I said, I'll venture a guess that this is not worth 30 grand, but it might be. What was that, $6 million man? An air skiff, that's cool. Body parts. A talking Joe. I mean, pretty cool. I'll give it that. I like looking at the old ones. $30,000 for a G.I. Joe collection. Nearly every Joe from the 80s. Really? Looks like we got a lot of the OGs here. Has their gear. That's amazing. They look in great shape. I mean, they look very well taken care of. They have all their gear, it looks like. Doubles of some. Very cool. Very, very cool. Some Mission Brazil. Oh, we already saw those pictures. Very impressive. Tiger Force. Yeah, I'm impressed. But $30,000 impressed? And I'll tell you one guy I don't see. There we go. That's who I didn't see before. Storm Shadow. Firefly. Okay, I'm impressed with this collection. Very, 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 very impressed. 30 grand impressed? I'm not. I mean, if I had the money and it was one fell swoop and I would get all these in great condition, yeah, maybe. But that just seems like a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot of figures. Here we go, 25 grand, NES, G.I. Joe, The Atlantis Factor, VGA, 85. That's cool. We don't need to look into that in too much detail. G.I. Joe Duke figure card, extremely rare, $25,000. I mean, that seems like a lot even for like a rare Pokemon card, and they're a lot more popular than G.I. Joe cards, I'd have to say. So we don't need to look in that in detail. What do we got here? 1996 G.I. Joe 13-inch bronze statue, prototype by Randy Bowen. Only 15 made. So what exactly makes this G.I. Joe? Let's see here. Ah, okay. It's a 60s Joe. That's pretty cool and would be a great conversation piece. 25 grand though. Only 15 made. Maybe if you're into that kind of thing. A life-size Jack Sparrow statue. $15,900. Don't know what that has to do with G.I. Joe, but thank you for sharing. 1986 Hasbro G.I. Joe series. 5 bats, 36 back. AFA 95, mint on card, unpunched, 1 of 1. 15 grand. Definitely doesn't seem worth it. Vintage G.I. Joe 1992 Steel Brigade First Shot Prototype. CAS 90. 15 grand. Plus $20 shipping. Dude, hold up. This bat, $139.20 shipping. Whew. 25 people are watching that? 37 people are watching this? Okay, now we enter Crazy Town, folks. Hasbro G.I. Joe Snake Eyes 3.75 Retro Collection. $15,000. A toy that you can stumble upon in Walmart right now. That is what? $15? They want $15,000? Okay, I want to back up and look at this Steel Brigade real quick. Just because I'm curious. Got the figure with his backpack, patch, certificate of authenticity. There's the grade, the back. But didn't he come with a rifle? I thought he came with Airborne's rifle. But anyway, 15 grand, crazy. This is crazy. Crazy. Let's see what their description looks like to how they're justifying this. There is no justification. But look, you can get the exact same thing for $22.50. Hasbro G.I. Joe Snake Eyes Retro Collection condition is new, shipped with USPS First Class. Oh my word. Whew. 1 viewed per hour. That's probably my view. 1964 G.I. Joe Heat Stamp Back Action Soldier with Cloth Cap. Salesman Sample. 12-inch figure. $14,500. Won't even bother looking at that. G.I. Joe Real American Hero number 21, CGC 9.6, signed in rare sketch. Jansen Newsstand, GI. $12,497. Now, I don't know with the whole grading process. I mean, who did this sketch on here? Is it this dude? Claus, whatever. Claus Jansen in silver ink. Just got it back from CGC. Extremely rare, absolutely gorgeous, newsstand edition, MCU movie coming soon. Well, it's not a Marvel movie. Sorry to break it to you. Wow. Pretty cool, but is it worth that much? I'm not even going to venture a guess, but I'm going to say no. $50 shipping even. That's crazy in itself. 1985 Palatoy Action Force Storm Shadow, unpunched with French-Spanish G.I. Joe, mint on card. 16 watchers, 12,500. I mean, that's pretty awesome, and an Action Force at that, but again, seems really overpriced. It's not even graded. Sky. Not Skyhawk, just Sky. Brand new. $11,957.82. Looks like it's graded. A 75. Mint in box. I mean, that's awesome. That's really neat to see, but wow, that seems like a lot of money. 1984 G.I. Joe Storm Shadow HTF Peach Card Unpunched Scarce Cobra Ninja. $11,999.99. Or best offer, $46.90 shipping. I mean, how do you know what the shipping is? You don't even know where I live. Doesn't even look graded. A lot of yellowing, so he was displayed like this in sunlight, possibly. No, the card would have been more faded, but he has definitely yellowed. Okay, Street Fighter Ryu Hoshi, 12-inch Salesman Sample, 1993 G.I. Joe Hasbro, CIB AFA 908585. Now, what makes this a Salesman Sample and not just a normal... I mean, first off, it's a Colonel Guile box. Back features artwork from Capcom. Neat. I mean, again, that's cool. But how do you know it's a Salesman Sample? I mean, it's sample box, but what's to say they just didn't shove a Ryu in a Guile box? $9,999.99. G.I. Joe Firefly version 12 prototype, graded AFA 90, rare sample. Again, I don't want to be a smart aleck, but how do you know this is a prototype and not just a loose figure? Hand-painted sample. I guess they can tell if it's hand-painted or not. So, I mean, that's a rarity. It might be worth the money because of that, but 20 watchers. There's 20 people that are watching it that would pay that much? G.I. Joe 1985 Destro Estrela Brazil Commandos excuse me, ultra rare, mint on card, rare, $10,000. And here we go, back to Crazy Town. G.I. Joe Classified Series, Cobra Island, Cobra, Viper, and Firefly, reduced, brand new, 10 grand, or best offer, $4.45 shipping. Now, right now, I'm filming this in June for a July upload for G.I. Joe July, but there was supposedly going to be news in June that we have not received yet, and there's only half a week left of June, that they were going to start reselling some of the exclusives through Target. Now, I'm sure if they do that, they might look different, like the redecorated Scarlet and Roadblock and such. But would you really pay 10 grand for something you could potentially buy on the shelf for 20 bucks soon? Hopefully. But even 10 grand for these two figures, crazy. Now, let's see if there's justification for it. In hands, baby! Condition is new, shipped from USPS first class. I love that. In my hands, baby! Look at this. You can get a Firefly for $64 and a Viper for $109 here. Wow. Crazy. Okay. In my hands, baby, is not worth 10 grand. Benefits chair. 32 people watching it. Come on, people. Oh, come on. 1964 vintage G.I. Joe Josetta. 1967 real action Joe race car and original box. That sounds neat. I've never heard of that before. Looks like a Pinewood Derby car almost. Now, what is it exactly? Action Joe race car. So does he fit in it? The box looks huge. I guess he does. $9,750 for that. I know nothing about the 60s Joe, so it could be. Ah, here's a Baroness with Cobra coil. $109. Fair sight better than 2 grand. But we got a new king of the crazy classified prices. Couple kings here. 10 grand and 15 grand for that. So we got Elite Force, Fighting Falcon, Wolf Jet Pack Jet Fighter G.I. Joe. This is Elite Force. This is a G.I. Joe knockoff at best. $9,500.94. Come on. Maybe they know something I don't. Maybe this is a super rare find, but whew. Here's a 1983 Cobra Missile Command Center mint and sealed box AFA 80 G.I. Joe mint complete MIB rare. $9,500. You know what? That could be worth the money. Mint and box, graded. It's made out of cardboard, so you know not that many of them have survived over the years. Still seems like a pretty penny, but maybe. Here's a Talking Joe pack here with a box. $9,500. We won't take a look because we're running short on time. We've been looking at this for a while. G.I. Joe Atlantis Factor 9.6 A+, new factory sealed, $8,999.99. So a bargain than the one we saw earlier. A new G.I. Joe Transformation Cyborg #1 monster. Looks like an Ultraman. It says Ultraman here. But what's this have to do with G.I. Joe? Maybe because it's Takara? Is this from the 60s or something? Oh, that's pretty cool. His helmet comes off. That's neat. $8,799 neat? Whoa, action figure lot. Huge. $8,500. This does look pretty huge. What all we got here? Whoa. Whoa. Holy crud. I see a lot of 25th anniversary figures. I see a lot of 2000s, some 80s. Okay, it's just the same picture, just at different angles. Let's look at all these storm shadows. No G1s. Whew, how many figures is that exactly? G.I. Joe action figure lot, huge. Condition is used. Many characters in this huge lot of Cobra only G.I. Joes. Condition ranges from poor to excellent. Mostly excellent, but some with standard issues like broken thumbs and busted nuts. But amount of figures with these defects are very few in the scale of 491 figures and growing. Highlights include Destro, as well as several others, Firefly, as well as a few others, Road Pig, Grim Skull, Guillotine, Gallows, Crimson Twins, New. Over 10 iterations of Cobra Commander, over 30 of Storm Shadow, 5 Legion of troops that are Claws, Neo Vipers, Bats, Overkills, and Sand Vipers. Many iterations of Vipers that include Rock, Flak, Alley, Frag, Hazard, Astro, Elite Heat, Heli, Pit, Range, Strato, Toxo, Tela, Gyro, Techno, Saw, Ice, and more. 100% of figures come with at least one weapon, if not all original weapons issued at release. And 100% of figures come with stand, which may not be original. Fact is, I do not want to sell price. It is a mere third of entire collection. Listing is basically just showing off what will fit in one pick without renting a banquet hall. So in other words, don't base your price off of mine because your measly 40 plus figure lot isn't worth $200 with no accessories. So please try to be realistic, as I have been adding somewhat of an explanation to my own ridiculousness. Thank you, and only serious buyers only. I don't really get what he was trying to say there. Phew. G.I. Joe number 6, original comic page. That's cool. Why does it say Marvel Hawk 181? The other one said that too. So here's the original page. Here's the page from the comic. Kind of neat. Boom, 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 boom. 8,500. I have some friends that collect comic pages, and I know they don't spend that much on them. G.I. Joe 1985 Sears Crimson Attack Tank, rare, AFA 70, impossible to find, new in box. $7,999. That's a pretty cool rarity. Is it worth that price? I don't know. I'm a cheapskate. New vintage Hasbro G.I. Joe Snake Eyes action figure, 1985, AFA 85, 85, 90, 90. $7,999 for Snake Eyes version 2. Vintage G.I. Joe 1964 Josetta 1970 Adventure Team Fight for Survival mint in box. $7,995. Vintage 1985 G.I. Joe USS Flag Aircraft Carrier Cobra Hasbro G.I. Joe near complete. $7,599.99. So near complete, what's it missing? Because this picture you're showing me is just to the flight deck. Pretty expensive, but it is the flag. 1984 Vamp Hal 2-pack, mint and sealed box, AFA 80Q, G.I. Joe mint complete, mint in box, Cobra rare, $7,500. G.I. Joe lot, vintage, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000. Exquisite collector's dream. Yeah, let's see about that. It's got Last Supper vibes to that picture. Haven't seen much from the 80s yet. I mean, that's a lot of stuff, but $7,000? I wouldn't know. I don't collect the 60s stuff. But look at this. G.I. Joe, 1985, USS Flag aircraft carrier and keel haul, factory sealed, very rare, $6,995. Now that could be worth it. That could be the price. That's a lot better than this dude's offer, that's for sure. Vintage G.I. Joe Josetta lifelike talking black commander boxed, $6,900. Ultra super rare Takara, the strongest expert team on the ground, G.I. Joe team, $6,666.66. Oh, I see what you're trying to do there. I mean, this is pretty cool. But that much money? I mean, whew. Here we go. Josetta Adventure Team Challenge of the Savage River, $6,500. G.I. Joe Collection Lot Massive. A Real American Hero 50th, 25th, Vintage, new in box and loose. Hundreds of figs, $6,100. Can I get that propane tank too? Got some neat stuff there. Okay, here's some more. I don't see a lot of OG figures though. Yeah, I just see a lot of 25th and 50th. $6,100. Street Fighter M. Bison Salesman Sample, G.I. Joe Hasbro, $6,299.96. What makes this a salesman sample? It's got the Guile box again. Maybe it's this printing on the inside so it makes it different. Still a lot of money. 1982 Hasbro G.I. Joe membership kit, Mobile Strike Force AFA. That's just like in the Fistful of Joe comics that we saw advertised. The Mobile Strike Force Club. That's pretty cool that they got it AFA certified. $6,082.80. Here we go, $6,000 for a Cobra Viper. Look, you can get an original one for cheaper than the classified. What do we got here? AFA 80 prototype Hasbro Flyer Fighter F-15 rare sealed pre-production G.I. Joe era. $5,995. Whew. G.I. Joe Orange Listen and Fun Tripwire Hasbro action figure. New in-box sealed rare. $5,999.99. G.I. Joe Marine Jungle Fighter box. Very rare. Yeah. Here we go. Wolverine with Cover Girl AFA 85. $5,500. Oh my goodness. Here we got number 1. Pages Auto and Sketch. So we got Larry Hama. Who's that? Herb Tribb. A Cobra Commander sketch. That's kind of neat. That's really neat. A 9.8. $5,500. 21 watchers for a 1988 Hasbro G.I. Joe Target exclusive hit and run with parachute AFA 90. $4,999.99. Maybe my hang up with the whole grading thing is I want the access to look at it and take it out of the box. I don't want it to be clamshelled and I can't get into it. Maybe that's just my simple thing. I want to play with my toys. Okay, G.I. Joe Cobra Strike, 9.8 sealed, A++, rare back cover manufacturing defect, $5,000 for the Atari G.I. Joe game. G.I. Joe Cobra Commander, 1983, very sought after, new on card, $4,900. 1988 Shockwave version 1, $19. So you're telling me we jumped from 5,000 to 19? Oh, it's sponsored. And another sponsored. But look, 2185 opposed to the 15 grand that the guy earlier was trying to sell. Anyway, let's just leave it there. You know, some of these things might be worth the money. I don't know. I just know seeing that amount of money applied to a toy, as awesome as it is, just seems so ludicrously crazy. I mean, I love toys. I love them. I want to play with them. I want to look at them. I want to have them in my hands. But to pay that much money when that money could be used somewhere else just seems so crazy to me. So anyway, I apologize if I am way off base and everybody's going to say, no, these are worth the money. They might be, but to me, the frugal guy that just likes playing with toys, it just doesn't seem very realistic. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them and I love getting back to everybody. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this or any of the episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep being rad and stay dorky.